I've always just kind of wanted to help people. Like all the careers I've ever thought of have involved giving something back to other people and like helping them live their lives in the best way possible.
Caretech as a company, we're a national health and social care provider. We support adults with learning disabilities, mental health conditions and physical disabilities in a range of settings, residential, supported living and some in the community. Recently, over the last year and a little bit, I've been working with colleges to develop a placement initiative whereby the students that study in level 3 health and social care need to complete their hours for their course. And I've been working with the managers to set up a process on getting students into the services, working with us, completing their hours, and hopefully off the back of that offering them some 0-hour contracts or contracted hours so that they can then go on to work for us.
Jack came in and gave a talk about Caretech placements, and then I had a little interview with him and he suggested this place. So I came here for an interview and I thought the atmosphere was really lovely. So yeah, I started doing placement here.
Specifically what we do at Church Lane is support 16 residents in total within Church Lane Ward Lodge with various degrees of learning disability. Some PMLD as well, profound multiple learning disabilities, so we have wheelchair users down here. A lot of personal care, which sounds scary but it's not really. Day-to-day activities, daily living skills, anything that you would take for granted in your everyday life, we are supporting people to do for themselves. So Isabel's been with us a few months now. It was worth taking that chance to see if it was going to work or not, and I'm so pleased that I did. Izzy was very quiet for the first few weeks that she was with us, but she developed very, very quickly.
It has given me a lot more insight into like how you work in health and social care, because obviously, but when I came here, I was able to start applying the theory to different things. It made me kind of understand it more. And since I've been working here, I've been slightly ahead of my course. So I find my coursework easier now, because I know what things like duty of candour are and stuff.
She is very understanding of other people's needs, instinctively understanding of other people's needs. She picks up on things that staff are doing and saying to our residents, and she'll just pick up on that and then just go off and do the same or similar things. So, you know, she's coming out of her shell really, really well. She's now working on a bank contract because we value her so much. She's part of our team. She's not just a student coming in for X amount of hours a week to fill her quota for her studies. She is a part of this team and a part of our family network here.
I think you just got to not be scared to start, because it is kind of daunting coming into a place where everyone knows what they're doing apart from you. Like, it's not just placements, any job kind of thing, but like you just got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are and make sure you ask for help when you need it, because people are more than willing to give you help if you actually just ask for it. I've learned that I can trust myself to make decisions, that I don't have to doubt myself every decision I make, because I can trust my instincts sometimes.
You know, she was sitting with me on day 1 or day 2, and I was supporting one of my ladies who needs additional support at the moment. Her health's declining. So I was spoon feeding her, but I was using a lot of encouragement and a lot of encouraging words to try and encourage her to do as much for herself as possible. I've been sitting there for a little while, and Izzy was just sitting watching and listening. And I got called away for a couple of minutes. I had to go, and I said, "I'll just be back in a minute." And, you know, just sit there with Izzy. I won't be long. I'll be back in 2 ticks. When I came back in a couple of minutes, Izzy had been sitting there, obviously watching and listening. She'd literally just picked up where I left off. She was using the same language, the same tone of voice, the same movements. She was doing it. So I just sat on the edge then and observed what she was doing. And now for me, that's quite important, because she was paying attention to, I wasn't coaxing her through that, she was just settling in. Why would I not want to do that in my life?
If you want to help people, then you should do it, because there's so many different routes you can go down. Like, it's not just the typical kind of doctors and nurses. There's so much. And I think even if you decide later on in life it's not something you want to do, I think you'll learn a lot of skills that will help in anything. So yeah, if you want to do it, do it.
We want to work with young people. We want to give young people a chance, because if we was to give a young person a chance at 17, we want to nurture them so that they're here for a really long time.
These young people are our future. It's important to me personally, but as a company, it is also important that we're getting these young people through, that we can support them to learn in the right way and be as person-centered as possible. Yeah, please send me more like Izzy Tucker.